Good day, ladies and gentlemen. What can I say? Nothing is perfect. Yes, if you've been following my YouTube channel for a while, if you watched at least some of my videos, you know that I am a big fan of investing in precious metals like gold and silver. Why? Because I believe that gold and silver can protect my savings against many bad things. But at the same time around, I must admit that gold is not a perfect investment choice at this time around. And there are some cons, some disadvantages of gold, and because of them, to some people, the idea of investing in gold might appear inappropriate and even stupid. So let me share with you the 5 disadvantages of investing in gold so that you could decide for yourself whether to include gold in your investment portfolio or not. Okay, so the first and the most obvious and known disadvantage of investing in gold is this: gold does not generate any income. Yes, I know, we don't invest in gold in order to make some extra cash or to make 5 or 10% annually on a regular basis. We buy gold because it is an insurance, it is a hedge. It's not yet another fiat currency, it is a real currency. Consider the following possible story. In 1931, your grandfather purchased a 1 kilogram gold bar and buried it under the earth, where he thought it would be protected. He was happy because he protected his wealth, and he was right, he did. 2 years later, he ignored the great gold robbery of 1933. If you are my subscriber, you know what I'm talking about. He was happy to see the price of gold going to the moon, but he died 20 years later. Your father inherited the secret map, found the place, dug out of the ground that gold bar, that box with the gold bar inside, and put it in a safe deposit box at a local bank. He was happy as well because it really was a smart investment decision. One day you will inherit this gold bar, which is worth over $40,000 today, and at some point you will pass down this legacy to your son. This is a smart wealth transfer strategy, but none of you neither earned nor will ever earn a dime from this piece of gold because there is no way to make it produce at least one tiny gold coin once a year. Yes, the reality is, in this vicious, materialistic world, unlike other assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, gold does not provide any income in the form of interest payments or dividends. But, and this is the disadvantage number 2, the price of gold might rise. The price of gold might rise. How is that a bad thing? Isn't it an advantage of gold? Well, let me explain what I mean. This is the gold price chart. If you already invest in gold, or if you've ever thought of diversifying your investment portfolio by including gold, you've come across it in your research many times, I believe. The price of gold rise over long periods of time, as we see. Imagine that you had purchased X amount of gold in 1981, or in 1982, or in 1983. It would have taken around 3 decades to make some profit from this investment. Yes, I know. I always say, I am a long-term investor. I am a long-term thinker, but 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, it's too much. So the second disadvantage of investing in gold is that its price might rise. It doesn't necessarily rise. It might rise and it might fall. Or over short periods of time. Gold is not a hedge against inflation. You can invest $10,000 in gold today and turn it into $9,000 in 5 next years. Disadvantage number 3. Gold, as we already know, does not provide any current income. But what's even worse, in most cases, storing gold is not free. Of course, even though it can feel like a scary choice, nobody can stop you from purchasing gold bars and gold coins and storing them at home. In a bookcase, under the mattress, it's free. There is nothing wrong with that, but if you are seriously interested in protecting your wealth, you should buy at least a home safe. If you didn't lose trust in banks and prefer to keep your gold in a bank safe deposit box, you know that it's not a free service. Another option: if you invest a lot of money in precious metals, maybe tens or thousands of hundreds of dollars, maybe even millions of dollars, I believe you know that there is the solution to use secured storage outside the banking system. For example, Gold Broker. Click the link below this video if you're interested. Gold Broker offers ownership and storage in your name. You can purchase gold bars, gold coins, silver bars and coins and store them outside the banking system in a private vault. How much does it cost? Let's see. From 1 to 1.5% per year. So if you invest $100,000 in gold with Gold Broker, you'll have to pay around $1,000 as a commission. $1,000 per year. Yes, if the next financial crisis hits and the banking system crashes, you will have full access to your physical gold and probably you will feel like a king and your kids will feel like kids of the king. But this is not what we are talking about in this episode. The point of this video is to show you that even though physical gold doesn't take up a lot of space, owning gold is one thing, storing it is quite another. What's next? Gold might be a subject to confiscation, and this is disadvantage number 4. They say that the US government has its eye on retirement accounts. Why do you think it won't have its eye on your gold? The executive order, the Great Gold Robbery of 1933, required gold coins, gold bullion and gold certificates to be delivered to the government. Violation of the order was punishable by fine up to $10,000, equivalent to around $185,000 today, or up to 10 years in prison, or both. Can something like this happen again? I don't know, you don't know, nobody can predict the future, but legal gold confiscation is what really happened in the past and what, with a low probability though, I hope, might happen in the future. If our friend Jeremy discovered that his wife betrayed him, it might be a sign to once a cheater, always a cheater. This is what I am talking about. You understand. In most cases, you don't invest in gold. You think you do though. Sounds wired? Let me explain. A lot of people invest in gold mining stocks, gold ETFs, but what they actually invest in has nothing to do with gold. If the US dollar collapses because of inflation, hyperinflation, denomination, war, because of China's economic strategy, because of irresponsible debt management, what do you think will happen to your stock market investments, including gold mining stocks, including gold ETFs? A lot of people include paper gold to their investment portfolios without even realizing that paper gold, in fact, has nothing to do with physical gold that you can hold and that you can use in case of some sort of collapse or catastrophe. You know the saying, if you can hold it, you don't own it. This is not a disadvantage of physical gold, but since we are talking about gold as an investment, I think the fact that paper gold is so popular is the disadvantage of gold in general. The understanding that there is so-called paper gold that's even more popular than physical gold leads us to the next huge disadvantage. Fake gold bars and fake gold coins are flooding the world, including the US market. Yes, I know what you would say. Only buy from a reputable merchant. This is what exactly this gentleman does. He buys from a reputable merchant. He purchased a 10 ounce gold bar costing around $18,000, and it turns out he purchased a gold-plated tungsten bar. They reported to FBI, and I don't know what happened next, but what if he decided to store this gold bar for a few years, for a few decades, give it to his son on his wedding day? One matter is if you purchase a 1 kilogram fake gold bar intentionally, and it's quite another matter if you pay for it over $40,000 without even realizing that it is fake. If you think it's a special case, feel free to go to Google and do your own research. So you should be careful. And the last but not least disadvantage of gold as an investment for today is some other assets, like Bitcoin, for example, can replace gold as the new safe haven. Moreover, maybe they, the powers that be, created Bitcoin or will create something like that, especially to replace gold with it. An absurd idea, you think? Maybe, who knows? But cryptocurrencies make waves in today's financial world. Serious people, very serious people, extraordinary wealthy people have their own optimistic opinion about Bitcoin. If you want to learn more about investing in gold and investing in Bitcoin, I will post the links below this video. Feel free to check them. These are the 5 disadvantages of investing in gold, and this is why investing in gold sucks. Let me know in the comment section below this video if you still believe that gold is worth your attention, that it's a great choice for diversification, or gates down, trends coming, and it's time to move on. Of course, you need my opinion. I still believe that gold is a great investment choice for diversification purposes. Physical gold, of course. You know what I mean. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, watch other videos, and don't forget to click this YouTube card and get your free gold investment kit. And it will help you learn how you can diversify your investment portfolio, how you can protect your savings by including physical gold. See you in the next episode.